spoiler alert, I am equally as bad at music as I am at comedy. So I don't know if I'm good at it or bad at it. So when Joe asked me to help with this event, and I was like, absolutely, I do anything I can for veterans, you know, like most of us do. They're our favorite people, let's be honest. He said, hey, would you help with a comedy show? And I was like, yeah, I have a show that night, but I'm happy to help, you know. And I said, and then I was out here at Hilltop one day, and I saw a flyer, and it has my face on it. And I was like, what the hell did I sign up for? I called Joe immediately. I called him immediately. I was like, hey, dude, why is my face on a poster? I thought you just needed help with sound. And he was like, no, you're going to do a set. And I was like, oh, great, I'm going to do comedy for the first time ever. But I have been going through some self-help books, and the third one back that I read said you should do things out of your comfort zone. So here we are. Yeah. It's great to be in a room full. Speaking of self-help. It's great to be in a room full of veterans and golfers, you know, like just like a whole entire room full of people with undiagnosed anger issues. Like, that seems like a good social experiment. We should totally do that. Nothing could go wrong at all. The two most violent people you've ever met in your life, all packed in a room together. Seems like it's gonna be fine, you know.
It's a safe room.
Joe told me that I couldn't do any dick or trans jokes. So I wrote a whole bunch of like clean ones, you know. So we'll just see. You did tell me that. You did tell me that.
You're PG-13.
Yeah, sorry. PG-13 tonight. Sorry, I said dick. I mean,
Hey, is this rated R or PG?
I won't say dick anymore. Just so that we're clear.
Okay, I just wanted, I got something for you.
So like, I got to thinking about the similarities of like golfers and military, you know? And I realized that golfers are the angriest people that I've ever known in my entire life. Like, I've never seen anybody become more enraged at a little ball and a stick in my life than golfers. So like, I was thinking about this like thought experiment, right? So y'all go through this thought experiment with me. Let's say you're walking through the woods, okay? Let's say you and your family are just walking through the woods, right? On a Saturday morning, it's beautiful outside. The birds are chirping, God is singing and raining light down upon you. It's a gorgeous day. And you're walking through the woods and you come to the end of this, say, trailhead, okay? And you come out into this opening. And when you come out into this opening that's oddly manicured, you look out in the middle of it, and you see this middle-aged guy wearing really bright, flowery outfit on all fours, down on the ground, banging his fist into the ground as hard as he can and saying every cuss word your grandma told you to never say, right? There's oddly a little hole in the ground, and he's screaming at it, and he's just livid about it. You, as a normal, attributed adult, would grab your kids by the chest, start slowly backing up, go into the woods, turn around, and leave. You might even go call for help. You may go find the authorities over something like that. Let's run that thought experiment another way. Let's say you're out with your friends playing golf one morning, right? You're going from the 7th to the 8th hole. You go around a dog leg. You look up, and you see that same guy acting the same exact way, only it's on a golf course. Every one of you and your buddies would look at each other and go, yeah, that guy three-putted. He for sure three-putted. You know, it would be a completely average day for you. You would give him some time, but eventually you would walk up and say, hey, buddy, can we play through? Or, like, is this going to be an issue all day, you know? So, I haven't played golf, actually, since I was in my 20s. And when I did play a little bit, I played with my boss. I did it so I could keep my job. And my boss, he's like, hey, do you play golf? I said, I've played a few times. He said, are you any good? And I was like, no, not at all. I'm not any good at all. And he goes, oh, well, I shoot an 82. And I was like, I don't know if that's good or bad. So I was like, nice. You know, I don't know golf things. I didn't back then for sure. And so I was like, oh, well, I've shot an 82 before. And he like leans forward. He's like, really? And I was like, yeah. In 9 holes. You know, like, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not trying to brag, but I can shoot an 82 any day of the week on 9 holes. You know, I don't want to make any of you embarrassed of your golf game, but that's where I am in life right now. I can roll off the couch and shoot an 82 tomorrow. Test me, you know. So I never really cheated at golf. I don't like to look at it that way.
Lies.
No, I like to look at it as adjusting reality. You know, like, say I shank a ball into the woods. And I'll walk over to the woods and I'm like, oh, that's gone, you know. And I drop a ball on the fairway. And then my friends get mad, like, that's cheating. And I'm like, no, it's not. That ball was on a spiritual journey. And who am I to interrupt someone's spiritual journey? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to take the mulligan, to be honest. I'm just going to literally hit from there, and everybody's going to forget about it because, let's face it, we are 10 beers deep at 10 a.m. and nobody's going to care. You know? So, I noticed how, I was thinking, because Joe told me I couldn't tell any dick and trans jokes, I was trying to think of like,
Just go ahead.
I'm not going to do it. But
You're not gonna do it
I'm
yet.
not going to do it yet. It's early in the day. I mean, that's an
Shout
8,
out to Trump.
that's an 8 o'clock thing. So like, I was thinking about how similar military guys and like how similar like military is to golf. You know, like it's like wind, telemetry, target acquisition. You know what I mean? And then you just shank it into the woods and lose all discipline whatsoever. Right? It's like you've got no more adult left in you when that happens, which is similar to 90% of the military guys that I know. And so my dad is a Navy vet. My son is active military right now. Woo! Give it up for him, Ron. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, settle down. Forthcoming, okay? My son is in the Space Force. Okay, so he's not jumping on any grenades, let's be honest about it. I was talking to one of my Marine buddies the other day, and he was talking about how he doesn't have any hearing in his left ear because when he was in Iraq, they had an IED go off on the vehicle in front of them. And everybody basically got overpressured, and it ruined their hearing for life, right? And I'm thinking, that's awful. You know what I mean? We should all be grateful that there are humans out there that are willing to do those things, right? So the same day that my buddy told me that, my son calls me. Now he's stationed at Wright Pat up in Dayton, Ohio. And I was like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, it's not going good, Dad. I was like, why? He said, my wrists are like killing me. Every morning I wake up, my wrists are hurting. And I was like, why? He's like, I guess it's the keyboard. You know, like, I said, do you have carpal tunnel at 21 years old? And then it dawned on me. Same thing, 80% disability for this kid. 80%. Guaranteed 80% disability for him. It's not even close. Like, my Marine buddy that literally lost his hearing for the rest of his life is going to get the same disability as my son with carpal tunnel. I don't know how that sits with you, but my son is a hero. Is what that's what I'm trying to convey here, okay? So how many parents do we have here? I assume quite a few, right? So My son got recruited out of high school really young. He scored really high on his ASVAB, and they started calling us when he was like 16 years old. And he's in intelligence of some sort. He doesn't say anything about it. He can't say anything about it, but it takes those kind of things to win a conflict also, right? So they recruit him into, what does he do? Signal intelligence. So he was 17 when they recruited him, so we had to sign, to allow our child to go into the United States military, which was a scary thing. My wife and I talked about it. My son, we talked about it. I was like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And he said, yeah, Dad, I'm good at this thing. I'm not, my son's not great at climbing ropes, but he's a smart kid, So he said, I'm good at this thing, and I want to go do it for my country, And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Because, when I thought about signing up for the military, the recruiter told me, you need to lose 40 pounds. And I was just like, no, I'm out. It's just not going to do that. I'm going to go work construction. That seems way easier, So as a parent, you worry about your kid, right? Like everybody does. Every parent does. It's just a natural thing. So we take him to Tyler, and they take him over. Oh, restart.
If you had a man voice, everybody would hear you without the microphone.
I do. Hey.
Nope.
Check. Hey. Off.
You got it.
That's
It's not lights. When the lights come on.
technical difficulties.
There you go.
Check. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, our technical expert for the night, Mr. Joe. How do you say your last name anyway? I don't know. Hey, 1, 2, check 1, 2. So, anyway, every parent's worried about their kid. So, we take him to MEPS. He goes to MEPS. They then take him to San Antonio where he does his basic training. I mean, we've all seen Full Metal Jacket, right? 75% of my friends are active military or veterans. So I'm thinking the worst. I'm over here thinking, this kid's gonna get cussed and spit on, you know? He's a fragile guy. He can't handle those things. So, how many veterans do we have in here? Well, just raise your hand, just so everybody know who the real war heroes in here are. So, as any of you veterans know, boot camp is a difficult ordeal. We've all seen the movies. We all know. We all admire you, you know, like for being able to go through something like that. So I'm worried. I'm thinking, you know, we never really cussed at our kids unless we were drinking, you know. I mean, like, never put our hands on them, you know, unless we were drinking. But I'm thinking, I don't know if the boy can handle it. He'd never been away from home. He had never, I don't think he had ever even spent the night at a friend's house more than maybe 3 to 5 times. He liked to be in his bed, in our house. That's where he wanted to be. He's a homebody. He's always been that way. So we're concerned about it, obviously. So he gets to boot camp, and any of you that know, have friends or family, or you have been in boot camp, you can't contact your family for a little while after you get there, right? So it's a few weeks before we even get a letter, and when you do hear from them, it's just a letter. So we get our first letter, and my wife calls me, and she goes, I'm at work. She said, hey, I got a letter from Levi. And I was like, don't you open that till I get home. We're going to read it together. She's like, I wasn't going to. So we get home, we sit at the dinner table, and we open it up and we start reading it. And the first few sentences are, I'm really homesick. I miss you guys a ton. My heart's breaking as a dad. My wife's already tearing up, you know. And I'm thinking the worst. I'm thinking this kid's about to say, Mommy, come get me. Like he used to when he tried to spend the night with somebody, you know? It's like 11 o'clock. Anytime we spent the night with somebody, we were getting a phone call. We didn't even take our clothes off. We were just like, he's going to call. We got to go pick him up. So I'm thinking that's the next paragraph that's coming. And I don't want to do this. I made the wrong decision. Come get me. But the next few sentences surprised me.
What it says?
He goes, I'm having a lot of fun. The people here are really nice.
Motherfucking jarhead.
The drill instructors are really informative and they're helping us out through everything. And you know how you told me that all your friends said the food will be terrible? We've had steak 3 of 5 nights that I've been here, and lobster one night. And I was just like, did this goddamn kid get on the wrong bus? Is he at, 3rd Baptist Southern Summer Camp? Is that what's going on right now? Is this child in a different state right now? I'm not 100% sure what's happening here, but that is not the boot camp that I was raised to understand. Is that the boot camp you went through, Daniel?
Oh no.
I'm sure it was extra. It was extra hard on you. I'm sure.
Yeah. I was fat.
Yeah. Hey, you better than me. I just decided not to lose the weight.
Still am.
So I'm sitting here thinking like, there are soldiers in the world at any given time going through the worst day of their life. And my son is at summer camp. Having a great time, making a lot of friends. Second letter we get, same thing. We've got a great crew. We're cruising through it. Everybody's so nice. This is great. I'm like, hey, home of the free, do it. Do your part, I guess I should say, right? Do your part. So I wrote a bunch of notes down, like I said, because I'm not going to say dick again. Because Joe said not to. So, and what Joe says goes. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do
Pretty
that.
much how it is. If you know my bar, you know that's how it is.
Except for me at home.
Got a point. Got a point.
I yield.
That interaction right there actually brings me into my next joke. I got to thinking about the similarities of military and golf, And that's kind of what I was thinking about when I was kind of brainstorming what I would say tonight. And I got to thinking about how you will have a golfer, they will spend tens of thousands of dollars. I'm talking clubs, clothes, green fees, golf carts, right? Like, I'm talking tens of thousands of dollars just to hide from their wives 2 Saturdays a month. You know what I mean? It's like, bam, I need these new clubs. Like, okay, it's $7,200 clubs, but it seems excessive to me. I have my hobbies. I'm not knocking you boys. But I tend to think that the military guys actually figured it out. These guys will walk into a recruiting office, talk to a stranger, sign a 4-year contract for no money, get flown halfway across the world to hide from their wives. And I'm just saying, who wants to sign up for the United States military tonight? Raise a hand. Yes, I think those boys got it figured out. I think they figured it out. I feel you, dude. I feel you. I feel that. That's me.
We'll get you a waiver.
They will get you a waiver, by the way. They don't tell you that you're going to be on 1,000 calories for the next 2 months while you lose that. But they'll get you a waiver. They make it sound good. So I got to thinking about military guys, Like I said, my dad's a Navy vet. My son's active military. 75% of my friends, at a minimum, are all either active duty or veterans. I prefer to keep them around. They're the people that I like to hang out with mostly because they're all a little You know what I mean? Oh, well, yeah. However, these are also the guys that you can call at any time of day or night, say the most vague thing, and they're in your driveway in 30 minutes, and their vehicle will be like, what we got to do? Let's go. Let's go. Military guys are comfortable in almost any situation if you're asking them or looking at them. I don't know what they do behind closed doors. I assume they cry a lot. I've seen him do it. I assume there's a lot of crying when they're not around people. But you have to vent somehow, right? But what I've noticed over all these years of hanging out with vets and being in a family full of vets is that you guys have an immutable characteristic. You can sleep anywhere. Anywhere. Through anything, in any situation. House just burned down. Yeah. House just burned down, snoring. Somebody broke in my house and that would make you so excited, wouldn't it? Somebody broke in my house and I just killed a human. I'm sorry, that would mess me up. Killing another human would mess me up for so many months, if not years. These guys are like, you shouldn't have been there. It's my stuff. It's outside my stuff. You know? I'm just like, nope. Like,
Cross the point of no return.
I'm the dummy in the video that's trying to take the gun from the guy rather than drawing mine. So these guys can pretty much be okay in any situation. And I got to thinking about that. These guys can be sitting in a mud puddle, rain pouring down, sand in their pants, cold, 30 degrees outside, and they look at their buddy next to, right next to them, they go, hey man, I'm gonna take some shut-eye. And their buddy's like, I got it. And he's snoring 4 seconds later. You know? It's like, I got to thinking about that because the other night, I always go to bed before my wife. I'm early to bed, early to rise kind of guy, like John Denver. So, the other night, I had walked out on my porch barefoot. And then right after that, I started turning the lights out. My wife's watching some, I don't know, you know what you girls watch, those shows y'all watch. I don't know. There's a lot of sex and, it's the whole thing. Sorry, Joe, I said sex.
I don't recall saying
There's
there were limitations placed, but that wasn't one.
Either way, just saying. Actually, I shouldn't have said that. That seems like more of an indictment on me than her, now that I think about it. But
Sounds like a rumor.
yeah, I mean, true. True story.
Trevor, you got it.
So I walked out on the porch, then I walked back in the house, and I'm turning out lights. I said, I love you, good night, I'm going to bed. Go in my bedroom, get in bed, and I feel this grain of sand on my calf that I had undoubtedly tracked in from my foot. So I get out of bed,
He said same.
try to find it, little grain of sand, You remember the story of the princess and the pea? I'm the princess. Okay? I try to find this sand with my phone, and I'm turning the light on. I'm like, where's this sand? Can't find it. Get back in bed. Feel it again. Now it's under my ass cheek. And I'm just like, this is not going to work for me. It's Betty Bye time. I am literally the lightest sleeper you'll ever meet in your life. If you want to come sleep with me. I didn't mean that to sound weird. It just came out that way. It just came out that way. What I meant to say is, what I was trying to say is that if you want to come watch me sleep, wait a minute. What's that? Wait, okay. When I sleep, I'm a light sleeper. What I'm trying to say is that I'm a light sleeper. Anything can disrupt me from sleep. All right? I will get in bed, on a perfect day, I've got to have my sheet. My wife and I have king size bed. We have 2 different sheets, 2 different comforts because she likes to sleep with Satan at 485 degrees Fahrenheit, way higher than the temperature it takes. Way higher than the temperature it takes to spontaneously combust books. That's for all my literary majors out there, Fahrenheit 451. I have to have my sheet. I have to have my very thin comforter. It has to be pitch black dark. It has to be ceiling fan on that I have sitting on my dresser. And I'm not talking about that dollar store box fan that some of you see. I'm talking about industrial grade from Home Depot. It uses as much amperage as a window unit. And we are moving, there are no papers sitting on my end table. Let's just put it that way. This is locked in. She'll just put another blanket. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. Please, give me some relief. That's but you're talking about getting old, right? Like, you're talking about getting old, I hurt myself for no reason nowadays. Like, the other day I was sitting on the couch. I had the remote on my left, on the arm of the chair, on the arm of the couch, and the remote fell off the couch onto the floor. Crisis. I lean over down to the floor to pick up the remote. Back goes out. I'm like, that's not good. Like, I literally used to hurt myself doing cool stuff. Seriously, I hurt myself all the time, and it didn't matter to me because it was cool, I remember my friends daring me to get up on like a high line out at Lake Limestone, at the Limestone Marina. They've got those metal high lines out there. They dared me to climb up to the second rung, which is past the barbed wire, and they dared me to jump off in 8 foot of water. I jump off of it, tear my Achilles in my left leg, in my left knee. I didn't care. We kept drinking beer. I didn't even know I had torn my Achilles until the next morning when I woke up to a basketball in my jeans, Down here. It was right down here. It wasn't what you're thinking, obviously. Obviously, it was down there. So, I don't hurt myself doing cool things anymore. I only hurt myself doing stupid things, or things like I hurt myself. So the other day, I'm just driving my truck down the road, and remember that pollen came through, everybody sneezing? So, I had a little sneeze fit. Sneezed 3 times, pulled a muscle in the left side of my neck, couldn't look left or right for 2 weeks. You've all done this because as soon as I turned 45, it all went downhill. I have no cool stories, and I'm always injured for no good reason. Which brings me back to my bed. Giggity. So the other night, there's a grain of sand in my bed. I get up, I turn the light on, I'm sick of it. I throw the covers back, and I take my pillow, and I just start dusting this bed with my pillow, just beating it back and forth. I gotta get this grain of sand out. I'm just murdering the bed, it's gotta come out right now. I'm like, backs out again. And to the veterans in the room, my dad's a vet, my son's active military. Can any of y'all help me with that 90% disability that I hear y'all talk? Is that an heirloom thing, or do I have to actually earn it? You have to actually, okay. I'll concede that. I'm a construction worker, so I don't have insurance, but I'll just deal with it, I guess, because freedom or whatever. So my name is Jesse Duke, and I appreciate y'all listening to my rants up here about getting old and golfing and the things about military that I don't understand. I would like to end with something a little more serious, if you're okay with that. First of all, I'd like us to just give it up for the veterans. Thanks to Joe for putting this one on, who is also a veteran. We all appreciate you. You're on the front of our minds at all times. But on a serious note, I, for the last several years, have been helping out an organization whose sole focus is to help to raise money really for homeless and hungry Marine veterans.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a very small part of it. I'm not looking for credit here, but what I would like to say, and I hate to end this comedy set with a telecommercial, or whatever we used to call them. That's right.
We did it here.
But our organization does nothing but raise money. Statistically, the majority, by far per capita, of homeless and hungry veterans are Marine veterans. And
We got the last of the rest.
these people that I've been helping out for years, they do nothing but focus on that, to try to raise that lowest denominator up to the respect that they deserve. Okay? I'm a very small part of it. These people work their whole lives for it. And I'm going to end this in a pitch, and I'm sorry that it's not funny, but I just want to let everybody know that for $1 a day, just $1 a day, a buck, $1, the change in your couch cushions, all of you out here can help us purchase a box of crayons for every hungry Marine in America. These people do not have to be hungry. Give me your money, I will buy them crayons. They will be full for life. Here you go. Get your card. Get your card.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.